Glad to have you with us from Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. Maybe you need a little caffeine, or maybe the sheer energy of this matchup will keep you wide awake, as we know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. It's the Memphis Tigers and the UNLV Rebels. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
In the desert, Allegiant Stadium is one of the biggest. Las Vegas gets it going for the UNLV Rebels, 65,000 plus. It can even be expanded to hold 72,000 fans. Dan Mullen's got it going. Can they continue to pack it in at UNLV? Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Memphis will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Rebels' offense will go on the attack first. And let's take a look at Jaden Thomas. It is on him. He's their best player to make this offense go.
Well, he's a very special talent at running back, and in the future, it'll be interesting to see if he sticks around. Obviously, it's a long season, a long way to go. He's got a lot of ability. He's got speed, he can break tackles, he can catch the football. No question this year, this guy is going to be the whole key to the offense.
He is, and I tell you what, to watching this matchup where they're kind of outmatched at most positions, how can he still make an impact on this game? Making guys miss, like doing it by himself, or can his offensive line pave the way a little bit and maybe be neutral to get him some of those matchups? But he is the one guy on this offense that can make life very, very difficult for you, and the other defense knows that. Really curious to watch how this unfolds.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
They'll put him on first down.
He does a really good job with that mesh point. The mesh point is when he sticks it in the running back's belly. When he pulls it, he gets downhill quick to chew up some quick yards. Nice play early in this football game.
The Rebels have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick give. It's Thomas. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
This is an offense that really relies on its running game, on that second down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get a first.
And the Rebels have this offense rolling. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down.
Man, I love when offenses are not afraid to run the football consecutive times in a row or multiple times in a row. I know everybody wants to air it out, but, man, getting that ground game established, making those linebackers and safeties come up and know that we're going to run the football, I like the way they started this football game.
Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
And if I'm a QB, I'm calling my own number a lot, especially when it's successful like this. Continue to put me in good situations, continue to get positive chunks of yards. Yep, I'll keep that more.
And the Rebels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Thomas. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
The Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. Throws it off the RPO. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple yards.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass on 2nd down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing it.
And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And this offense put together a really good drive, man. Like, that was a good drive, but third down in the red zone when the field starts to shrink, they really struggle to try to find a play to get someone open.
They'll send out the kicker here. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Tigers offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And here's the big fella, senior tight end. They'll try to feed him today. He's been a really good complementary piece to this passing attack. From the gun, it's Hayden. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They've got him spread out on 2nd and 7, 2 wide out to either side. Dropping back, it's Nolan. He's got it. Turning it on. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
The Tigers come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Snags it inside the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Memphis.
Well, we know, David, talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to get this guy involved. Weren't able to do it early, but they saw the matchup, took advantage of his speed, and it's a long touchdown.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes a minute to figure out what the defense is doing, but then now you figure it out, and now you go to your go-to guy. He has all the speed, man. He can win outside. You want to play man-to-man coverage on him? You want to leave him on an island? It's not going to turn out well.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes courtesy of the big play, covering 61 yards on the touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Wants to throw on first. Extending the play. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. The ball is spotted, but the officials waving the training staff onto the field to check on the injured Memphis Tiger. The freshman safety still down on the field as he's being attended to by the medical personnel. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Running inside, it's Thomas. Crosses the 40. There he goes. Powers through. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Wide receiver comes in motion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Finds his tight end. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, pressure's coming. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a 1st down in the red zone.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick them up and put them down and go get 1st downs, but I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out, and you could tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
From the red zone, it's Thomas. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
That's incomplete. Tried to set up the screen, and he dropped the pass.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And he's already made one. The holder will put it down at the 26 for a 36-yard try. Never a doubt. That brings them to within 1.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Straight ahead, it's Hayden. Sweet cut there. At the 35, he's got room. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Trying to get the receiver on a drag route and work him through all the bodies of traffic, but there's just too much happening. I don't think he saw the throw real well, and it falls incomplete.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Off play action. Still looking. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
Linebackers are so fast nowadays, so multiple. They can do so many different things. Not only do they play the run, but if I need you to go get a sack, I can just send you. Send one of those fast linebackers that can rush the quarterback.
Third and long right here. Dropping back, it's Nolan. Here comes the heat. And down he goes.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Searching for space. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Play action on first down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
The Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, gonna throw it. Rush is on. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
That last incompletion brings up a third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Finds his target. He'll be stopped short, and they'll force a fourth down.
You know, I got to tell you, as an offense, moving forward in this game, third and long, you're going to have to push the ball downfield a little bit more. You got to throw to the sticks and give yourself a chance to convert these third downs.
And the Rebels will call on their punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Pulls it, fired complete. Makes a guy miss and finally brought down at about the 25.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Looking downfield, it's Nolan. Out wide right, it's Tipton. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. That's the end of the quarter, and Memphis has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Between the hashes, it's Sauer. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Gonna look downfield again. Lets it fly. It's caught in the end end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And this offense right now, they're doing some damage through the air. That's now their second passing touchdown. They thought coming into this game they were going to have some matchups on the perimeter of the field that they could take advantage of, and they've done that so far here today.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a scoring toss from the 33. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. UNLV will start this drive as the offense is out there and ready to cook. The run inside. It's Thomas. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. This time they'll throw it. Under pressure. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Left side, it's Burnett. Couldn't find any more room up the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 36.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the first down, lower my shoulder, be physical. My team needs a couple more yards to get the first down, and dude chose to run out of bounds.
He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Got a little space. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Tight end now in motion. The fake wants to throw. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And it's an ancient proverb for a reason, right? Know thyself. And what he does best is hang in the pocket and throw strikes and attack the field. It's not really running. And you can see he takes off, and the defense closes in fast. And the most important thing happens for the defense. They hit him, they get the ball out, and they force the turnover.
How big can this be for this offense, taking advantage of the turnover and starting with the 1st and goal? Quarterback on the keeper. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
2nd and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody?
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Rebels! Fired in from the red zone for the score. What a grab and what a quick strike from that offense.
And when I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a short field, I'm thinking attack, attack, attack. Go get that touchdown. Take advantage of what the defense gave you. Great job by the offensive coordinator.
Lining up to add another. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker.
That was a reckless hit by the defender. The kickers are in a vulnerable spot, and they have to protect them. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Looking to pass. It's Nolan. Fires to the middle. In traffic, it's Chapman. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
Sells the run, wants to pass. Right side, it's Brown. Breaks into the open. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Hits inside. It's Hayden. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. And they needed a little more room to work with as that one sails out of bounds.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. Then they're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. The quick game. He was fighting and struggling his way, trying to get that 1st down. Instead, they'll be faced with 4th. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And this field goal attempt will be a 48-yarder and not straight on from the left side. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. Quick give. It's Thomas. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
They'll run him again. Nice move there. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. They'll move the tight end. Follows his blocks. It's Thomas.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Got a man. It's Walker. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
And the Rebels are flying down the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Thomas.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun. Fires downfield. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Hey, man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows how to pressure the quarterback and that have guys that can win up front. That's the 4th sack of the day. We're still in the first half, but they got a bunch of guys up front that twist and stunt and move and know how to rush the passer. This offense has got to find a way to get the ball out quicker and protect better up front.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Sets his feet. It's Nolan. They're all over him. And now the ball's loose in the end zone. A loose pigskin in the end zone, and the defense is all over it. A fumble recovery for a touchdown.
And how about this defense? Pinning their ears back, being aggressive near the goal line. They could smell it, maybe trying to get the safety, but even better, force the fumble, fall on top of it. Touchdown for this defense.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Makes the quick grab. Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. The play fake. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop now. This defense, you could tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, it's Nolan. Gonna take a shot. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Well, you got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I was about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
Ready to try the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Got the quick completion. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. The Rebels can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll go to the air. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Looking for room at the 40. Slides, avoids the punishment, and picks up the first down.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
Look out! And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Thomas. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And that last run is just a nice job seeing the hole, exploding through it. He has had a heck of a night. Now with that carry, over 100 yards on the game. That's the mark you really want to hit as a running back, and he's got that here tonight.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Got out of trouble and throws. Reels it in. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Sends it downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Looking to the big tight end. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down?
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. Third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Rush right in his face. Another incompletion on third down.
I like the play call there. I know it falls incomplete, but you're in the defensive side of the field right now, and you're going back to the guy that's already scored a touchdown for you. This guy has stepped up. He's made a play. So if I'm on offense, I keep throwing him the football.
And the Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. And the punt will go into the end zone, and the ball comes out to the 20 on the touchback. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Out wide right, it's Chapman. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
All right, guys, a delightful first two quarters of football there today in Vegas. This team is on top right now thanks in large part to the play of that burner on the outside. It's like he has glue on his hands, catching every ball that comes his way, and he's helped build this halftime advantage. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Allegiant Stadium.
And the Rebels will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Bradford. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. A quick pass to the left. Breaks free, and he might be gone. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Running inside, it's Hayden. At the 45, on his way. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Off play action on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
Second and long here. Keeps it on the option. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Plows his way ahead. Oh, he's got some space. Working their way closer and closer, a third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Might as well give it to him again. Got a little grass. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
On first and goal, let's see if Memphis can get it in the end zone. Tough run here. It's Hayden. Touchdown, Memphis! And they take it in for 6 more points. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape. So the offense definitely taking care of their business.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he makes the extra point. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish it off with the score from the 4. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll send the tight end in motion. With the draw, it's Thomas. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
Offensive linemen love when you sneak in draws, when you sneak in screens. It holds these defensive linemen accountable. You want to rush the quarterback, you want to fly upfield every single play, we'll sneak right behind you and get some yardage.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Keep it on the ground. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Kick is in the air. Not a lot of room to make this catch. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Straight ahead, it's Hayden. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Pulls it on the option. Turning it on. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And that is why this guy is a true dual-threat quarterback. You've seen him all game, hurting them with his arm, already over 200 yards passing. And how about his running ability now? And flashing that on the option play. There's a variety of ways he can take the game over, and the defense is figuring that out fast.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Keeps it moving, it's Hayden.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They give it to him again. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Powers inside. Nice move there. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
To the air, it's Nolan. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He is in. Takes the fumble to the house. Touchdown, Rebels.
And how about this defense, man? They just keep making plays. Another forced turnover and another touchdown, man. They don't just scoop these fumbles up. They're scooping them up with the intent to score. Their 2nd fumble return for a touchdown today.
Now they'll try the 2-point conversion and try to crawl within 3. He's looking to pass. He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and now they're within a field goal. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. Here comes the Memphis offense to start this drive. The run inside. It's Hayden. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Tight end now in motion. Might as well run him again. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Right down the middle. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. After the incomplete pass, there is a player still down, and they'll come out to check on him. I'm sure Holly will find out what's going on, and for the moment, we will step aside. Memphis will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He's looking to throw. Lets it fly on the move. It's broken up. They took a shot to the challenge to knock it away.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the third quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
The Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. That leg is staying loose. Already the fifth kick of the night. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. The Memphis Tigers offense ready to set up shop. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Long way to go on second down. They'll ride him again. And he make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Hits inside. It's Hayden. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. There he goes! And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
I bet that running back's eyes got so big when he gets that handoff going to the right and he sees the huge holes. Yes, please.
The defense just didn't flow quickly enough. All of the blockers had leverage on their men.
Man, that defensive line has to get off the ball a little bit better, get some penetration to stop that outside run.
They'll ride the hot hand. Sweet cut there.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Out wide left, it's Burnett. He's stopped, and he's got enough to move the chain.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And, man, this defense added again. They've done this so much today. Affected the quarterback, gotten sacks, forced third and long situations. It doesn't matter about the yards on the drive. Now you've put them in a very predictable passing situation.
When a defense gets a sack, you know what they want? Another sack. Third down coming. He's looking downfield to throw. Makes the grab. They make the tackle, and it's short of the marker. It'll be fourth down.
Nice job by the defense there on third and long, just sitting back and keeping everything in front of them. They give up an easy completion, but because they were able to rally and make the tackle, now they set up fourth.
The Rebels will punt this one away. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Keeps it. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. As we head to the fourth quarter, this guy is seeing the defense. Look how he spread the ball around. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. So the final period starts with a second down play. To the air, it's Nolan. Fires to the wideout. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And his QB's put up a lot of numbers today and had a lot of success, but man, he makes his first mistake. And this defense, they finally capitalize, they get the big turnover and stop.
Yeah, they needed something to go their way finally against the pass, and they get it right there. Now, if you're this quarterback, you got to turn the page quickly. Obviously, they're not going to stop throwing the football. They've had tons of success with this game tonight so far. He's going to be able to have to bounce back from that interception.
The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. On the move. Trying to make magic with his feet. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
And the Rebels in a good spot here with second and short. Snap in the shotgun. Pulls it in. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
From the 17-yard line, it's first and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the fourth. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? This time they'll throw it. Touchdown, Rebels! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
And just like that, the game is completely changed, right? The defense comes away with a huge turnover, and the offense able to cash it in, capitalize by scoring a touchdown. So they've now got the lead. Not a lot of time left, but it feels like all the momentum is now on their side.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. A 4-point game at 35-31. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. So now they take over. This momentum has been completely taken away from them, but still an opportunity to put together a late drive.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Sells to fake. Fires to the middle. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and the D might have been a little too rough on the quarterback there.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
When you're trying to protect a lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Nolan. Oh, pressure's coming. And it's a sack.
And we call his name again. This is the same guy. Remember, he had the defensive touchdown already. Now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, getting the sack. He's been all over the field today.
And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. On the run, it's Hayden. Run ends there.
Well, the offense got themselves in a bad position to start, but a nice change up there, handing it off and getting a lot of the yardage back, David, now to set up third and at least a little bit more manageable.
Yeah, and when it's 3rd and forever like that, I'm thinking pass. So great job slipping the run in there. Running back now putting them in a better position. But defensively, I still got him in 3rd and long, still in a good situation here.
Nearly intercepted.
Man, and you kind of wondered when were they going to cover this guy. He's been making catches ad nauseum. When was he going to get some special attention? Nice job by the defense. You could tell they were forcing the football there. Broke on the football, almost had the big play.
Memphis will be forced to punt. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
That hole closed quickly. He'll get one out to the 6.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand, they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Quick give. It's Thomas. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
So the offense accepts the penalty, and they'll get a little farther away from their own end zone. Cuts it upfield. It's Thomas. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Rebels will punt it away on 4th down. Looks it in. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hayden. Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even when it's not blocked properly, he is still finding ways to rip off long runs. This guy now has over 150 yards rushing in the game. Doesn't look like he's slowing down, guys.
You want to have a lot of success on defense? Make the quarterback feel uncomfortable. This defense has been doing it time and time again, and you can tell this quarterback doesn't have a prayer.
2nd and long here. To the air, it's Nolan. Right side, it's Brown. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. And I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. And makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
They're going to ride this running back. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up 1 or 2.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. Turning it on! Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Drops back on first down. Turns it upfield. Makes the grab down immediately. He picks up a few. Memphis calling for a timeout, their first of 3. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Long way to go on second down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Now Memphis uses its second timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Takes the handoff. It's Thomas. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. The Rebels send out the punt unit. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Out wide right, it's Brown. Makes a man miss. Snags it, and he's open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
That is just what this offense needed, man. A big play down the field, trying to score a touchdown, trying to take the lead late in this football game, but now they don't have to go super fast. They don't have to rush. Great play by this offense.
Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. Left side is Sowell, ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
And I really love the idea of this guy running crossing routes, right, guys? He's got the speed to separate from defenders, but if you could put it out in front of him on the run, he's going to catch that thing and turn it up, and you saw all the yards after catch on that one. That was a big-time play, really nice play design for a guy with tremendous...
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
And that's exactly what this defense needed. They needed to have something positive. Giving up some yardage, they've given up some plays, no big deal. Got right back in it on this drive with that big sack.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the left. Fires deep toward the end zone. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
Man, what a big missed opportunity for this defense. This is a play that we might be coming back And if this offense can take advantage and go score, this is a play that we might have circled, highlighted, shown again, a defense having an opportunity to not put the game away, but make it really tough for them to come back. That's a big missed opportunity.
He'll pull it down. And the defense is there to stop him short of the first down.
And that's exactly what this defense is going to have to do late in this football game. They understand the situation. They're in the full 2-minute drill. They're playing pass, but understanding the quarterback.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Snaps it, and he has to have it. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
What a great job by the quarterback. He had to be pinpoint accurate on that touchdown pass, giving his offense the lead here with just seconds to go in the game.
PAT unit on the field. And he knocks it through, and the lead is a field goal here in the 4th quarter. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the clutch late score that almost certainly will be the game winner. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Dumps it to the back. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, yeah, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Right side, it's Walker. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Quickly to the tight end. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. A huge pressurized kick coming right now as this game hangs in the balance. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. And this one can draw us even in the final moments. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the 3rd time. Right down the boulevard. And in the final seconds, guys, they find a way to get it tied.
And the late game execution worked to perfection. Moving the ball down the field, getting your kicker in a spot. You know exactly where he likes to kick it from. He drives it through. We're tied up, and we're headed to overtime.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, it's Hayden. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Paul. We're like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
We'll get it started here in overtime. Sells the run, looking to pass. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. He's looking to throw. Out wide left, it's Thomas. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. 4 quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play?
In the backfield, it's Chapman. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? No, he just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
They'll need a bunch on second down. Running inside. It's Hayden. Spins away from the defender. And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a first down in the red zone.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Run in the red zone, it's Hayden.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Selling the fake. Incomplete, and they fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground. Third down now, and putting anything on the board will make them a winner here in OT. Looking for a man, it's Nolan. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a fourth down.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
They'll try to walk it off with a chip shot field goal here in overtime.